Hey, everybody. It's the Urban Hermit Podcast. The podcast boys are back at it again. Cameron Jones here with my co-host.
He's fucking doing it again. Mark Nussle.
Oh, geez, Cameron, we're the podcast boys. I'm Jordan Jones with you. That's how I felt. I didn't know.
So I was doing some research for I'm Not Crazy. And, okay, one, just Chicago has a lot of horrific history that's good for, topics for me. But what towns in the U.S. do you think are, have the most haunted places still? We've talked a little about this before, that, a lot of places in Chicago have been, torn down and remodeled. But, what are the most haunted places, you think? I mean, Boston.
Gettysburg has got to be number one.
US?
Yeah. We'll just say U.S. Gettysburg's definitely up there.
Gettysburg has got to be, just per capita deaths.
I mean, just on ghost tours I've done.
There's got to be a lot of East Coast stuff, like Savannah.
Yeah. That makes sense. New York, I even see having some of that in there. I mean, obviously New Orleans. We've all been on ghost tours there. Okay, so which place do you think has the best ghost tourism out of some of these places? It's probably Gettysburg and New Orleans.
Out of the only ones, I mean, the ones I've been to, I think New Orleans is the best. It's a small, walkable city. It's spooky and it's old and it's the South. So I like New Orleans. I'm most excited, though, to do Gettysburg by candlelight someday if I ever make it back. That looked pretty awesome.
Oh, I thought because you said that you were planning something. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome.
I went to Charleston, South Carolina recently. And
You went to Charleston? You went to Charleston?
Oh, God damn it. I miss it every time. I did go to Charleston.
Go back and see the cult classic episode of The Patriot.
Yeah, and if you got 3 hours, rewatch The Patriot. It's a good movie. It historically and accurately holds up.
And if you don't have the time, you can skip that 3/4 section near the end when we just really need to get to the final battle. Go on, sorry.
There's 40 minutes. You can even skip half the final battle.
Yeah, no.
Just to when they start retreating. You can probably pick it up there, to be honest.
Hold the line! You're coming in at hold the line? Oh, no, you're missing Mel Gibson coming in with
the line is faltering!
No, Jordan,
Jordan,
right,
you
know what you're missing? You're missing Mel Gibson coming with Gabriel's flag for the... when he's riding in, and everyone's going, huzzah! That's when we learned what huzzah was.
It's 20 minutes before the battle.
Yeah, I know.
You got to go to base camp. That's not even the battle.
Jordan,
we have to for that.
We have to be inspired if we want to feel anything for that final battle. God. Got to build it up.
That huzzah might be about as much as I've teared up in a movie in my life.
Really?
Got all for clap. No, it still resides. It still is the Elephant Man. I cried like a little.
Mine's Homeward Bound.
I got you.
Shadow.
I don't know the last movie. I don't know the last movie I cried at.
I can tell you, mine was the Elephant Man when I saw it when I was 6. It was just that. That was too emotionally advanced for me. It was a sad fucking movie. I've looked up sad movie list, and the Elephant Man never shows up. So my guess is I shouldn't have watched it.
Probably not.
It never shows up.
Hold on. I'm going to look up a sad movie list. I guarantee Homeward Bound is...
You might have to caveat it with sad kids movie list.
No.
And Jacob Ladder's going to be number 1. Spoiler.
Want something kind of random? So
My Girl.
That makes sense. Okay,
yeah.
Sometimes sad movie
My
plots.
Girl's 3, Titanic's 4.
Titanic's not sad.
Notebook is number 1.
The Never Let Go.
Okay.
These are just love stories. I mean,
The Green Mile actually got me.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's sad.
Green Mile is sad. That one is legitimately sad.
That was
Marley and Me.
Marley.
No, that dog lived for 14 years and was a menace the whole time.
How's Old Yeller not on there? I feel like everyone cried for Old Yeller.
Because I haven't seen it. It's gone.
It's too old now, maybe.
You know why that's not sad, Cameron?
There we go.
You shoot a dog with rabies. That's what you do.
You want something random, though? A lot of sad movies won't get me. What gets me is a kid on American Talent singing beautifully when we didn't see it coming. For some reason, these shitty network TV shows, surprise things, get me to well up. And I hate that they get me because it's so catered to do that, but... They do.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was a Key and Peele sketch. But
they keep going further and further. My baby had a baby, and now that baby's blind. And until
that's
it becomes
what those shows have become. You can't get there based on talent. You have to have a sad story.
See, here's the thing. Most of the time, it's not even the sad stories that get me. It's just someone who is genuine. It's like, well, I'm pretty ugly, and I just really wanted to sing today. It's those ones that get me,
I dreamed a dream one time, one by.
Well, that's the
Susan Boyle story.
Well, that's the pinnacle of one of those.
Susan Boyle, that's it.
They were being so mean to her.
Yeah.
Everybody was laughing in her face and being like, what is this broad doing here? And then she's saying, I dreamed a dream like a high school senior could, and now she's a fucking star.
Though,
I will look up her net worth so we don't feel bad for her anymore.
Even back in the day, though, I was never too into the singing competitions. Like, I was never early on American Idol when they were just making fun of the randos coming on, clearly doing bad. That wasn't my vibe. It just seemed too mean. Mark, you were early on, weren't you?
I was early Kelly Kelly Clarkson.
That's not what I asked, Mark, but apparently someone's a big Kelly Clarkson fan.
No, I'm just saying, like, the first season of American Idol hit different.
In sad celebrity news, but good for Mark, did you hear that Michelle Branch has split with the drummer of Black Keys?
She's on the market.
Your celebrity crush is on the market now. Unfortunately,
I'm going to send a DM right now.
Is she the Crinkle My Toes?
Crinkle My Toes? No, that's no.
Colby Kelly.
Yeah. Okay, I apologize. This is going to go down a rabbit hole of me asking what her song was.
Unfortunately,
I'm not going to write you a love song. That one?
You're still off.
What's her name? What's her name?
Although I will say, you're kind of naming like...
He's in the right. In the right.
I'm not far off.
No, he's right there.
What's her name? Michelle Branch?
Yep, Michelle Branch.
Mark, do you know where I left
everything to me?
Okay.
Think a little rockier. Think a little rougher around the edge.
Do you know where Michelle Branch was playing that I didn't get tickets to it, but it was in, you guessed it, Charlestown? She was playing in Charlestown, just a couple blocks away from my
theater? Is that what you're about to say?
My hotel. She was playing in a theater.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. When we saw Third Eye Blind in Chicago, Michelle Branch was playing at House of Blues, and my girlfriend left the Third Eye Blind concert to go see Michelle Branch.
And Mark left his girlfriend to go see her, if I'm correct from what it sounds like.
No, everyone gets Michelle Branch confused with Vanessa Carlton, which is...
Those are the closer... Yeah.
I was in the ballpark.
Making my way downtown.
That's the closer one, though. Those are the ones that people get confused with. But you were...
I think I was singing Kelly Cobley.
No.
I mean, I'm not far off. And I'm not doing this to be funny. I'm seriously close. I know I'm close. This would be frustrating if you were on like a trivia show and he's like, this guy just doesn't fucking know it. He doesn't know the answer. It's right there. It's on the tip of his toes.
Granted, COVID ruined it, but when's the last time you had a good trivia team?
It's on the tip of his tongue.
Trivia? I haven't done trivia in a while, like bar trivia.
Here's the problem: you have to have a team that's actually pretty diverse. Like
I'll tell you
the best we ever did is when we were like fresh out of high school and we were rooming with a high school teacher. So we had current events down, and he knew everything else.
So you're saying if you have a ringer that helps?
Culture guy, you need an English guy, and you need like a
geography
math guy.
He was just like a 7th grade teacher, so he was all
Correct.
of those things, and we're like, oh, perfect. We know what's happening on Twitter.
I argue if you're going to put together a 4-person trivia team, everybody should have. So if like Cameron and I did it, or Mark, you did it, you need somebody's parent in there because their references, like their pop culture references,
you need to get multi-generation.
30 years ago, and then like it helps quite a bit.
It does. Harry Potter aside, what do you think? There's a specific category that you could just kill at with any sort of trivia? I feel like
sports.
Disney wants
state capitals.
Oh, not me.
I could kill state capitals.
Geography kind of shit. Presidents, anything like that. I've always kind of been.
Ask me a state right now. I can see.
Jordan.
I'm not hosting a geography competition.
Cameron, I think you are.
Hold on, Cameron. It's Delaware.
The answer is Dover.
Wow. Okay.
Is anyone fact checking this? There's no point to this because no one's looking.
We don't have to because Mark and I
both
both know.
I've got it. I'm fact checking.
This is like 2 weeks ago. This is like 2 weeks
Bismarck,
ago.
North Dakota.
Son of a
Bismarck.
bitch.
This is like 2 weeks ago when Jordan went to pee and I was asking you about astrology and the planets and we listed them. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist.
Jordan, I think no chance you get this one. Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
You son of a bitch.
I think I knew that.
This is crazy.
Rhode Island.
Can I do another one?
Rhode Island, I'm kind of blanking on right now. Give me a second.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he is. He missed it.
No, he's not.
I'm blanking on Rhode Island. Damn it.
No, you're not. Just take a stab. Please take a stab.
Come back to it.
Okay, out of all the places you've vacationed, which of your vacation spots do you think you could actually just pick up and move to right now?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to talk, but Mark, talk.
That's why I'm going to get us off the geography.
Okay, I'll skip it. I've been
Providence, you dumb
Providence, Rhode Island. Of course.
Did you ask Cameron without the answer? That's rude.
I don't have
Cameron, what is the capital of Iowa?
Des Moines, formerly Iowa City.
Okay. Formerly Burlington, maybe.
Actual? Huh. Mm-hmm. News to me. So, okay, out of all your vacations, what's the city you could see yourself just moving to right now? If you just could pick up and move.
Probably Boston.
Boston? Did you say that too, Mark?
You said Austin, Texas.
No, I said Austin.
Okay.
Sorry.
That was.
He went Boston.
I said Boston, Massachusetts. Mark said Austin, Texas.
I've still never done the Austin, Texas trip. I've heard nothing but hipstery things about it, but I still think I'd like it.
But good things.
It's another
right?
music-y town, though, so like it seems like it'd be another Nashville-y kind of vibe.
It's fucking awesome.
But the Texas version of it.
Boston always felt like to me a miniature Chicago. Lots of similarities.
I get that. I mean, it's very old. I do like Boston for the history. That's always fun. I've never really had an experience in New York, just like kind of gone through and around.
That's a fun sports city too. There's a lot of good teams there. So like, I mean,
and
having a good sports team's kind of a good. Yeah, you're gonna want to
much like Chicago and all the cities it's a good drinking city. They got corner bars everywhere. You know.
Yep.
Okay, good drinking city I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to Philadelphia. I couldn't see myself living there. No offense to Philadelphia. Seems fine. Just seems like I'd rather go to Boston.
Fucking losers. I've never been to Philadelphia. A good drinking city I like to go to.
You want to go to Baltimore? Is it just?
I don't.
Oh,
no.
I was about to say it's just
I
because
think for
of
a long
Hairspray?
time Baltimore used to be the murder capital of America.
Yeah, my most of my Baltimore information is just the musical and movie Hairspray. So,
good morning, Baltimore.
I like how The Wire's the most popular Baltimore thing in our podcast. Like it's a hairspray, you know. It's hairspray.
I know what I know.
Obviously, New Orleans is a great drinking city, and I really like going there. I really enjoy it, but I don't think I could live there.
I really do enjoy New Orleans, but I've never really gotten fucked up there. I always just end up being kind of touristy. I mean, the first few times.
I mean, I didn't get like messed up.
I've had like a handful of beers there. We didn't like drink. I was there with my girlfriend / wife now, so I mean, we weren't.
Nobody told me this, and I went there on our honeymoon. We went to like the Northwest because Megan and I had never been there. Seattle seemed like an awesome city. We were only there like a night. But it had like a lot of cool restaurants. It seemed like people were having fun. It seemed like a good drinking town.
I've heard nothing but good things about Seattle and like the Northwest. Jesus Christ, I was about to say Northeast. I'm
the
like,
Pacific
that's
Northwest, PCP.
It's come up a lot because the podcast, all the movies we're doing are kind of there. But
PCW.
That's kind of sucks is that like Cedar Rapids, Iowa is kind of like, it feels like a shitty place. I don't know.
I agree.
There's the movie Cedar Rapids, Iowa with
it was the entire joke. It was a punchline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but don't forget that we also had the movie The Crazies that heavily featured Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So
yeah, you know that end of the world pandemic zombie movie
that everybody forgot because it was a little lackluster. God, I had high expectations for that.
Didn't Star Trek?
He's from Iowa. I don't know necessarily.
Captain Kirk is from somewhere in Iowa, but I forget where.
Ooh, you know what I literally heard last night from Megan? Did you know that Wyatt Earp grew up largely in Iowa most of his childhood and all of his brothers?
I'm
related to Wyatt Earp?
Related to the Earps. I am.
Factually?
I'm astonished that
Mark,
the first thing
your
I heard
curly
about
long hair and your mustache are all coming into focus now. I can see it. You're a cowboy hat and a 6-shooter away.
Yeah.
Now the 6-shooter that you carry always makes sense. I
have a 23andMe back here.
You finally did it. Oh, you haven't done it yet.
No, I haven't done it yet. I'm scared about the government.
They already have all your information.
Don't do it. Cameron, Mark, don't do it. That's all that gets you.
Have you killed anybody, or did your dad? I think you're fine, unless your dad killed someone.
You don't know, though.
I went out to the forest preserves of Iowa, and I killed a man.
Well, I would. You know what?
Don't touch the tall grass. Don't finger the tall grass. I
would say this. Maybe
don't caress the tall grass.
Maybe give a
enjoy yourself.
Maybe give a soft text to your family, being like, "Hey, I'm about to do a 23andMe. Should I not?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because the government doesn't track these motherfucking things. They don't track our phones either. Just let it,
but Jordan, you're still stopping the DNA evidence from being processed. So, like, it's
I don't think this is a saying, but like, let a tired dog lie. You know what I mean? Like, don't go after it.
Wait, what? Are you just saying let all murders and all criminal and rapes and just all?
No, I'm saying like, don't stoke the fire. If there's a murder, like, why give him a reason? Why ask them?
Is this for 23andMe? I don't know what you're against. The murders or genetic testing?
I'm against self-incrimination, Cameron. I'm against self-incrimination.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why would you even put it out there?
Because I wanted to know how Jewish I am, and it's about a quarter. It's about what I thought.
It turns out you're about a quarter Jewish and 100% a murderer. You're 100% in the matrix
now. Mark,
You're in the
here's something I'm going to tell you that me and Nicole were not prepared for and we don't get.
Okay.
The science is constantly developing and I would maybe say unraveling, where Nicole had like 7% unknown and it's slow. Like mine keeps changing my percentages of how German I am, how French I am, how Jewish I am, where it's like, actually, now that we did it again, you're a little bit more Jewish. So I don't exactly get it.
I came up with a 23andMe. I came up with a 23andMe joke. I can't remember if I don't think I stole this from something.
I believe your joke was essentially, I did a 23andMe. It turns out I'm 100% white trash.
No. I think that's what it got whittled down to. But Cameron, I looked at your 23andMe results. It turns out you're still a piece of shit. That was the joke. That's what I thought was funnier. But I couldn't write that down.
My grandfather did one on my mom's side before he passed, and there was like 2% Polynesian.
There's always weird mystery shit. Yeah, well, there's at least a little bit of like a mystery on like your dad's side of like kind of knowing the genetics though, right?
Right.
So that's actually something kind of interesting. Whereas like we had a pretty good idea, and our 23andMe came out to like, yeah, pretty much. It was kind of what I expected.
Now that Cameron has taken it and self-incriminated, and then he gifted my parents the self-incrimination.
Sure did.
The only thing I'm going to find out is if I take it is that my dad isn't my real dad. And I'm just not willing to do that. I'm not willing to pay to find out that. Or Cameron's dad isn't his real dad. We got to figure out whose dad is who.
The Schwanz man did come around a lot.
Not to our house. We didn't have the Schwanz house. That'd be extra insulting. If our mom got pregnant by Schwanz guy, we didn't even get it.
Yeah, I was delivering some ice cream to the neighbors, and I thought it might come in for a plowing.
I didn't know how you were going to handle it, but the plowing made me laugh. I'm going to come and plow your mom.
You guys had your mailboxes at the end of the road, right?
Oh yeah, they're pretty far away from the house.
That's tough. So what do? You.
Oh no, the Schwanz man came down. He still made the route.
No, I know the Schwanz man came down. Clearly,
he made Cameron or me. I don't know. He made life.
This is maybe the third time the Schwanz band has come up on this podcast, and I'm pretty sure that's very regional.
It's super regional. No one knows the fuck we're
It's
talking.
a delivery food service that just has snacks and microwavables. I think kind of.
Imagine like
frozen
an
treats.
ice cream man, but
yeah, it's like
it's
like a milkman, but he just comes with like frozen snacks for your kids if you're not good at.
But you have to be fancy. It's fancy people stuff.
Well, it's not fancy. It's just an expense that it's an extra expense for snacks. Delivery snacks.
Oh, you want to hear one of the most Iowa things we're about to? Probably going to get a deep freeze pretty soon.
Butter cow?
Oh no, you don't. I mean, but what? Oh, the butter cow. That is pretty Iowa. If you don't know, the Iowa State Fair every year
might be the most
sculpts
Iowa
a cow out of butter. That's our claim to fame. No, yeah, we have a freezer in our garage. I think it's just when you have the space and you can start.
You have a garage. Yeah, you get a deep freeze.
You can start storing meats and things.
What do you think we're going to start storing a lot of it? Why do you think we need one?
Don't you get it? You get half a cow from like your father-in-law, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that, but also breast milk. We got to put breast milk.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it is absurd how many videos I see of people.
Do you know that's
showing me their? Well, I get that people have to do it, but like everyone is just showing me their titty milk bags like collection online, and it's
titty bags.
It's impressive.
Wait, people you don't know? Because then you're searching it.
No, it's people from high school. It's just like, hey, look at these 20 bags of tit milk I just collected. I'm like, oh,
if you're seeing strangers' breast milk bags. You search out
the internet's a crazy
on this
place.
website, and everybody's showing me them having sex. I can't believe it.
And Dylan, they're
That's
4 and 5 years old. I'm still making tit milk. Like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I do get a lot of that on my Facebook feed because we just are in that age group now of just like, that's the update. It's tit milk updates is what I get on Facebook all the time.
I'm getting a lot of tit milk.
You too?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not just me. It's all people from our grade. And
Mark subscribes to it, though. It's titmilk.com,
I do.
right?
It's OnlyFans. Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Mark started
$5
gotmilk.org. Somehow he got an org behind it.
Yeah, or
.gov.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay on the milk train,
Sure.
but switch it from tit milk to like cow milk. I watched
I believe
the
that's
beginning
still
of
tit milk. I think that's all tit milk. I think any milk is
my
tit milk.
apologies. I'm gonna stay from human milk to cow milk.
There we go.
Still from the teat
That's all I want.
or the udder. Yeah, but humans aren't udder milk, so I think
Can I
there's
ask
got to
you
be a
one
little
thing?
difference. Yeah, go ahead.
If you made milk, which I'm not sure if you do or don't.
I think we can, just we know.
Again, I'm against self-incrimination. So
Sure.
I will plead the fifth on that.
Would you eat your own tits?
Wait. Would you drink your own milk or would you eat your own tits?
Drink your own milk.
What are you asking?
Okay, so
Hold on,
why
let
don't you
me-
get to the question you really want
me
to ask,
explain.
Mark?
Yeah,
we
people.
would all try to SROD.
I know
if that's what you're getting.
kids,
If we
but-
could, we would. Of course, everybody would.
Okay.
Okay, so
what we're talking about? What's your
do
question? I'm very curious of where this question was leading, though, because you were about to
Well,
eat
I
your own
was just-
tit.
No.
I think
no,
he's
no.
saying, would you try your own brand? Would you try your own stuff? Would you have your own milk?
Have you tried your own brand?
No.
I've
on the
heard
record, I have
I've
not.
heard
I have
nothing but positives from guys who have tried their wife's breast milk, saying it's sweeter and better. But I think you got to try. You at least got to give it a little shot.
I assume I'm gonna try. I mean, not from the breast itself. That seems like it's slippery slope.
Yeah, it seems a little.
But I'll
too much
definitely try
information.
like an in bottle, like breast milk, just to see.
You gotta see. Yeah, I mean, you can't
Gotta
Can't
know.
blame me for that. I feel like
Now, what if
Mark's
that's
reaction.
all I
Hold
drink
up,
from
Mark's
there on?
reaction seeming like you wouldn't taste your own teat, Mark.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no.
He's got a got milk mustache right now that you can't
right.
see off camera.
Where's your limit on milk? Like you can have goat's milk, yak's milk. Seems like mammals that are cow-ish. Like, would you try snake milk? Like where are you drawing the line on your milks?
I mean, I would try anything pasteurized and served at a restaurant or store. I wouldn't try it at somebody's house.
Skunk milk. Pasteurized
don't know.
skunk milk.
Turns out,
Pasteurized skunk milk?
I imagine
if
it's
you're on
just
vacation,
milk.
if you were on vacation and it was part of the thing, they're like, "Hey, we've got skunk milk. It's pasteurized."
But here's the
You'd be
thing: they're
"Okay."
like, this wasn't our first choice. It's like we're having like delivery issues, and this is skunk milk.
"This is
You know
skunk
what
milk."
sucks for skunks is like the name skunk. Like it sounds.
I
What
feel like
sucks
it's
is
accurately
they just,
named.
no matter
No,
how
it is,
hard they
but it-
try, they can't find love. No matter what they put out there
Skunk.
and how smooth they are. I'm talking Pepe Le Pew now. Like, it's just a tough game out there.
Okay.
Has he got Me Too?
I got some.
Can we still
It was-
support
yeah,
Pepe
well,
Le
yeah,
Pew?
there were.
He liked a cat.
Yeah, it was a skunk that really wanted to bone a cat. That was the whole cartoon. He was overly.
He's real pushy.
He was very
No
offensively
consent.
French and
As much as
rapey.
Wile E. Coyote wanted to kill the Roadrunner, that's how much Pepe Le Pew wanted to have
Wanted to
sex with
fuck
that
that
cat.
cat, yeah.
He really wanted to fuck that
Yeah,
cat.
that was a very off-putting kind of cartoon. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, have you guys?
I thought he
have
was
you guys seen this
suave.
though? Apparently, skunks are becoming domesticated pets for some people. They just like they milk the like skunk like the smell gland, and then it's just like they have a raccoon cat kind of thing living in their house. Like
What do they do with the?
drink it,
the
you know.
juice.
What else? I don't know.
Sure,
I don't.
sure,
I,
no,
like,
well-
I don't know how you do it, but I imagine it's a lot like a snake where you just stick it up on their whatever that thing is, and then they just spray in. No,
I
but
did
people
Google-
remove the smell and they keep them as pets because apparently they're fine little possumy raccoony
Well,
things.
once
There's
I
gotta be
removed your
so
smell,
many-
Like you were like a good roommate.
Wait,
Cameron, you
what?
told me people are trying to domesticate foxes or something.
No,
Is that
that's
correct?
already happened actually, and I already okay.
Oh,
Rewind to like an Urban Hermit from like a few months ago, but like there was like test in Russia of how many generations.
I'll rewind. It's like, what Harry Potter house do you think you guys are in?
Though, to make this a long story short, in Russia, there was a scientist who did a test. How many generations will it take to make wild foxes domesticated? It took like 4 or 5 before their ears laid flat and they acted like cat dogs. And they just
Well,
they
assume that I'm
changed
gonna bring up
physically
the-
and mentally within like 5 generations of just breeding the nicest ones. But now,
I guess I'll bring up the question that I followed up with. You should not try to. How long will it take us to domesticate otters? Because they're the cutest goddamn thing in the zoo.
it seems like 5 to 6 generations is all it takes to break a wild spirit.
we can do that with everything.
Foxes. I don't know. Otters do seem adorable, but what are those like things from Harry Potter, snifflers that just tear apart your house looking for gold? From what I've been told, they're a lot like that. From what I've told, well, leprechauns. Those are also in Harry Potter, Book 4, the World Cup.
Oh yeah. It's a mascot.
Sure is. Fighting Irish. Well, I don't know what their name is anymore, but
You're talking about Notre Dame.
I did Google just in case we're wondering. All I asked Google was, is Pepe Le Pew Me Too'd? Two top headlines. Pepe Le Pew won't be appearing in Warner Brothers Space Jam sequel, and I didn't read, but it's because he's a sexual harasser. And then Pepe Le Pew is the mascot of sexual harassment, a retrospective.
Yes, he is. No consent, that Pepe.
None. No did not mean no to him. No meant every episode I'm going to try.
You know what, though? In a weird way, win for Louis C.K. that Pepe Le Pew beat him out as the mascot, so good for him.
Well, if there's a Mount Rushmore.
He was the catalyst, I almost feel like. In fact, he kind of was the catalyst of the Me Too movement.
Let me ask you
He was
this.
like the inciting incident that I was like, oh, they're coming for all of you now.
True. What were you saying, Mark? Sorry.
No, sorry. I'm gonna switch the topic here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys seat people, aisle people on airplanes, or do you want to look out the window?
Okay, we've brought
Window, aisle, middle. Where are we
We've
at
talked
here?
about this before, and I'm of two minds.
Have we?
I'm of two minds here because I'm tall and I love an
Okay.
aisle seat because you can occasionally stick your feet out when the carts aren't coming through, and I need to get the circulation. I need to stretch out. But
You do have a small bladder.
But I
too.
have a tiny bladder, but I really hate going past people in stadiums and theaters and stuff for that. But I'm a child at heart, and even though it's the same view and people make fun of me for this, I love looking out the window. I like seeing the sky from the plane. So like,
I'm a window guy.
Kind
I'm
of
a
a
window
guy.
for
Looking out the window.
practicality. You have something to lean on.
well, that's true too. But again,
Yep.
you're missing the height factor. It is so hard for me to stuff my body in between those seats that like my feet are just like my knees are like up against me, so that I have to stretch every once in a while, or it's.
I will say this though, if I could pay an extra ticket, like a little surcharge for movie theaters or concert venues to be in the aisle, I will, because then you can get a beer quicker and you can go pee and get back to your seat quicker if you're in a seated location.
At a Cubs game, though, your aisle seat, beer guy comes around.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're doing
pass
everybody's work.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pee. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
You're dealing with money. You're dealing with this guy's money.
That's
I'm
true.
just saying.
But still, I feel like at sporting events, especially because if you're gonna have a couple beers at a game, you're gonna have to pee. So like it's just quick in and out, and you don't have to deal with. And for me, I'm pretty forgetful. It's easier to find your seat.
Oh, right there, for sure.
You're like, oh, good. I know I'm on the aisle,
Yep.
so like I know exactly where to look. I don't have to like look in between.
One of the more embarrassing things is coming out of like the terminal or coming out of the whatever. You're looking up
the
towards
concierge.
Your seat.
Yeah,
Yeah, coming out towards the seat, and you're like looking
the
up.
concaves, the hallway, whatever it's called.
Sure. And people are waving at you. You don't see them.
Oh yeah. I'm so forgetful. I take pictures now. If I go piss, I'll take a picture
You
of
got
like
nachos. You got hot dogs. You got beer. Like
There was one time I picked up my sister Megan from the O'Hare airport, and I lost the car for an hour and a half.
I believe he meant O'Hare Airport.
What did I just say?
I think he said O'Hare Airport.
O'Hare Airport. I think I just said O'Hare Airport. I think there's a soft H.
O'Hare.
Soft H. It was a soft H. The point is, because I didn't have like the beep beep like electric car thing, the battery was dead. Took me an hour and a half to find the fucking car because I didn't take a picture of where it was. I just walked in, started walking around O'Hare, then like
you have to.
You have to now.
We did
Just
that
in
at the
this day
Bears
and
game
age.
too. It
it's
was
the
like,
worst.
we're like right by the door. Perfect. We just walk in, walk to the Bears game, whatever. We're like, where the fuck is the car? No one looked at where we were.
That's a big
parked.
fear that I have that I run into all the time because one, I'm a space case. Two, my car doesn't have electronic locks. I just have a key, so I don't have the safety of like trying to
Then you're
beep and like
fucked.
locate. I have to fucking remember.
I'm so forgetful. If I didn't have the beep, anytime I come out of the grocery store, I'm like, I guess I don't
No,
have a
dude,
car
it's the same.
anymore.
Every time I come
fucking
out-
forgot where I put my car.
Walmart, Target,
I can't remember.
any small store. I come out and I'm like, oh shit, and it takes me a second of
This
walking
conversation right here is why when the end of the world happens, we all just gotta dope up and try to ride it out. Like, we're not gonna make it. Just go out on your own terms, but don't try to survive.
Okay, I've seen enough movies. I've thought about it enough that I think I could at least last a half a year to a year in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, until the zombies get to your door.
In fact, as long as they're slow moving,
for me,
it's kind of fun in the beginning.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
If it's the slow,
if we got dumb zombies, yeah. What about the fucking like superhero zombies?
Dawn of the Dead, like the new Dawn of the Dead.
I don't make it.
You're not gonna last.
I don't make it the afternoon. If I have to run, if I actually have to sprint and not just like jog walk to get away from danger, then I'm fucked. Yeah.
No, you'll be good because like a zombie's gonna get into your apartment and see you nodding off on heroin, and then we all win.
Yeah.
You're a zombie at that point. You're going down to zombie.
Theoretically, you just rise again as like just a heroin zombie.
Yeah, it's like, win-win. Like I'm the undead now. Is it too late for us to make a good zombie movie? Probably can't. We don't have the skill set.
No. I mean, we can still do it. I mean, it just depends on how many people we have to have on makeup because we have a budget. If we have 3 zombies minimum, we got a movie.
We can make a zombie short film, I suppose.
Yeah, or if there's one zombie. Yeah, if it's
one zombie and a whole lot
character.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna make a zombie. We're not gonna make.
I mean, I just saw some stupid TikTok of some film student being like, "Hey, my teacher always said that you can't make a sci-fi movie without a high budget," and she's like, "I did this for like $1,000 just because everyone has the programs on their phone."
Was it good though?
I can't say. It was a TikTok of them showing still shots, but she's like, "I made a sci-fi movie for under like $1 billion." So you know.
Here's what I learned about
special effects
from going to film school. There's so many people that can take good shots and get together a good reel, but that just means you can get together 40 seconds of shit. You know what I mean?
That's true. But I mean, even like
doesn't mean you can make a movie.
But I mean, like our stupid just like band music videos. Like we've used green screen and special effects now. Where I'm surprised for how small the crews and budgets are that the special effects and After Effects later. I'm like, oh shit, I guess we had good enough lighting and good enough.
No, they look really good, but to tell a story is
different. Oh no, I 100% get that.
There's a big difference between looking good and looking
and having
like
having a good
difference.
Reel and a quick short. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
you're highlighting those best shots and the best cinematography.
Exactly. I'm gonna pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Mark, zombie apocalypse. Do you think you'd survive for a while or not? In your current location, though, you're in an apartment on the 2nd floor above a bar in the middle of the city, so you're kind of in a fuck spot right now. What's your game plan?
I feel like stairs help me. Maybe I bust out the stairs so nobody can get up.
I said that a million times when I was still living in that place. Okay,
my biggest thing is food. Like I think I can survive the apocalypse, the zombie aspect of it all. It's can I find fresh water and sustenance?
That's going to be a problem.
Food. Okay. Can I survive just out in the wilderness? Is basically what you're asking.
So we lived in the same apartment for many years, and I had this thought so many times. So to give people a visual here, we had back stairs that came up to like a rooftop backdoor access. Those stairs are barely attached to the building. It would take a good kick for Mark to just take those off. No one's getting up there. The front stairs, it's almost a 2-story vertical climb. It's going to be pretty shitty, but Mark, you're going to have to destroy those stairs for zombies.
I'm going to have to hammer those off.
But I've thought about this. Where you're at in the city, like all the roofs are kind of low. You could probably get to the CVS next door just like making some sort of rooftop access thing where you'd never touch the ground again.
Mark, I say you get down to Crawford's, get as many beers as you can, write it out in your room.
Okay, so you're going back to just kill yourself on substances or just at least be numb enough that it doesn't suck being eaten alive.
No, he's going Shaun of the Dead. I see what he's doing.
Okay, so
but here's an argument for getting messed up. Think about this. Could if you and I were all sober, would we ever run from the cops? No. But when you're drunk, you make superhero moves. So maybe you really get drunk, and there's a small possibility you go fuck up some zombies.
There's a big possibility I stumble and go, twist an ankle and get eaten alive by like 50 zombies.
What's your best weapon? Maybe within arm's reach right now. What are you using?
Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt, and these two are connected and ready to meet. Yeah, I don't know.
I shot my fist.
I don't even think I have a weapon.
That's more Sonny and Cher to me.
I have 2 guitar necks laying on the ground. It's essentially a baseball bat.
There's no talent here. Cher left for the fucking. I got Sonny and Bono, and that's it.
See, I got a bit.
I might use a guitar. Like I
have 2 guitar necks laying behind me. I have an aluminum baseball bat and a hatchet, all within like 15 feet.
I don't even have a
fucking Christ. Where are you at?
My house, my office.
Cameron's a paranoid guy, though.
I have a baseball bat and a hatchet by my bed, and in here in my office are just the guitar necks. So that's essentially a baseball bat.
I guess I have an like an ice chipper, like a big one, like to get like ice off of your driveway.
Okay, so
that's what I have. It's like my biggest weapon.
A club, a modern club of sorts. Mark, don't you have a sword? Oh wait, I have a sword. I have a samurai sword here. That's me.
I have the gelled barar.
That's a fake gun. That's a gun that just mysteriously appeared in our alley at the old apartment.
It's a real gun.
Well, it's what we named that gun. That's a murder weapon. Yeah, I totally forgot that my brother-in-law has a samurai sword and a practice wooden samurai sword. So I guess that's how I'm going outside. I'm going full. And I have a gi. I'm going full ninja.
Cameron just asked the question.
I bought a gi for a murder mystery party that I was going to have with Jordan and his wife. But then,
I forgot. I got a Gatling gun.
What?
No, that's just. I feel like that's what Cameron's getting at.
I forgot. He's like, I got an RPG. I forgot. I'm a samurai. I totally forgot. I'm really good at this.
Oh, I forgot about the grenades. Wait, what is a gi though? I forgot.
It's just it's your karate suit. It's the robes.
The gi is the outfit.
Yeah. I have a gi because of that murder mystery party we never did.
Oh yeah, I have a.
And I've inherited a samurai sword just by brother-in-law leaving and me still living in here.
No, I don't have any. I guess just good old-fashioned like Michael Myers, like your biggest butcher knife.
These are my weapons right here. Okay, what are you gonna wear? There's a zombie apocalypse.
Sonny and Bono.
What are you going out in? I'm wanting full long sleeve. Obviously you want something like chainmail or, something crazy we don't have, but out of your wardrobe now, what are you wearing?
I'm definitely putting on undies.
That's a given. Sure. Okay.
The question is, are you not wearing undies right now?
No, I'm not.
But
he's like, I gotta put them on. I need the support.
This is the one.
If it's the end of the world, this is the time.
This is the one time he doesn't want chafing, any wiener bites, anything unexpected.
I don't even know what a wiener
it's
bite is.
Getting bit on your wiener from a zombie.
Oh, you're just saying you don't want your wiener bit. I got. I thought you were like, the wiener bites we all deal with when we don't wear underwear.
The wiener bites.
The fuck is that?
That's what I call chafing. To Mark's point, which I'm not sure he was making, I
don't know if he's made it, but go ahead.
I'm gonna layer.
Mark, you were saying again, Pepe Le Pew isn't even that bad.
I'm gonna wear jeans, long johns underneath for that extra protection. I'm just gonna layer. So there's bite. There's got to be bite. I'm gonna have to live somewhere.
See, long johns. I guess that's what I meant by
long johns. Yeah, yes, the long johns.
Long johns.
No, jeans, that's not horrible.
I'm definitely going to want to be hiking somewhere north because I think, the cold and the frost on the dead bodies. Plus, I'm layering.
Pockets. A lot of pockets.
Cargo pants, yeah.
Mark, you cannot get out of the city. You'd have to make it 6 months before you even leave
We were
house.
talking about this while you were
people.
peeing. We said his best option is just to take out the front and the back stairs and see how long he can live up there. That's all he can do.
Yeah. Gonna have to kill your neighbors. Unfortunately, I won't say her name, but she's got to go. It's either liver. You got to kill the cross the hall.
You have roof access. You could get rainwater. Food's gonna be your hardest thing, really. But again, I think you can get to that CVS across the alley.
Your gamble would be CVS because I assume they have a lot of non-perishable you could live with.
Yeah, but Mark and I have also walked in that CVS while they're restocking and making jokes about how old everything is on the shelf. So it might be
I'm not against cannibalism. I'm not against.
So you're gonna eat your girlfriend? That's your plan?
Yeah, she's gone.
She gone. I would wear my NASA ready space jumpsuit.
I don't.
That has no purpose.
I'm gonna tell you why that's the wrong option because
it's called peacocking.
I know that rides up in your crotch. You're just gonna be so uncomfortable.
It's tight. That's actually my biggest.
There's not
shame.
enough.
Not my biggest shame. I'm so sad. I've got a NASA ready orange jumpsuit. You know what it looks like.
What they're wearing underneath,
like the one they wear under the spacesuit, but it's so tight in the crotch. I think I got too long of a torso.
You have a mammal toe.
Yeah. Do you want to go out just showing your dong tight in like a tight onesie? That's how you want to go out.
No, Cameron. I, of course, would wear long johns.
Long johns.
So I don't
having a heart attack while you.
I don't want to get dick bit or penis bit or whatever you call it. I don't want zombie penis bite.
Yeah, I get it.
Jordan's on Spank Bang in his NASA suit.
What's that?
That's how he goes. No, that's how you go out.
I get bit by a zombie.
No, I think he's saying you're gonna have a heart attack masturbating in your NASA suit. Is I think what he's visualizing.
That's gonna happen post or pre-pandemic, whenever it happens. So have we lived through a pandemic yet? Have we made it through?
I'm not wearing a mask.
Well, now it's monkeypox.
Well,
monkeypox.
We made it through the last one. Yeah, now we're on to the next one. Sure.
Polio is coming back with dipshits that aren't getting vaccinated. They're not vaccinating their kids, and they're getting.
But we're fine, right? We should be fine, right?
Yeah, because
So
and anybody that's vaccinated against polio,
fine by me. Mark and I were watching. Oh, I'm sorry, not Mark and I. Chris and I were watching Boy Meets World the other day.
There's a Glenn needs this who sells iron lungs. They're like, sweet, they've been gone for years, but now we're gonna make a comeback selling iron lungs. Anyway, what'd you say,
Chris
Kevin?
and I?
Boy Meets World. Ben Savage and Ryder Strong.
That I believe that is correct. We were watching Boy Meets World the other day, and they had an episode where they got chickenpox late, but they started like hallucinating and like acting like they were deathly ill. It was a very bad depiction of chickenpox. Granted, they had it later in life, and like it wasn't the college years.
Did you guys have chickenpox?
Yeah, everyone had. We this came up once.
Did you know that?
I just don't remember.
What was the cure-all?
Oatmeal bath.
What's
that? Oatmeal bath.
What was like the remedy?
You just get them and write it out.
Oatmeal bath.
Epsom salt bath.
Some sort of bath. Some sort of soap.
This is funny. So kids are getting polios. Kids are.
So this is funny. Kids are getting polio. Kids are getting.
No. This is what's funny. Now there's children being born today. They get vaccinated for chickenpox, so they don't have them.
Yeah, I have heard this.
But think about how we got them. This is how backwoods and old timey we grew up in. Just like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, however long ago. If Cameron got chickenpox because one of my siblings got it, and we all got it, they're like, well, you all need to get it now. So go be by the person.
Go ahead and throw Jeremy into the pool with him.
Yeah, exactly. Get infected by this kid so we all can have it, and just get it out of the way.
You know what's crazier? The fact that I never knew we were just rolling the dice on shingles with that it develops into a painful nerve, fucking terrible thing.
So because we've had chickenpox, we can get shingles
at any
now, right?
point. It can develop into shingles where blisters that connect to your nerves attach to your skin, and it is excruciating.
Well,
Jesus
gonna be in the tub for a while. I don't have a. Yeah, no,
my
I learned that
fiance,
not the
my
hard
fiance
way.
had it a few years ago, and it seemed like the worst thing in the world, and also something that old people get. But apparently, no, you can just.
Did she hallucinate? Because if she did, I think you owe boys meets.
No, but that was just
Boy Meets World apology.
Jordan. That was just chickenpox that made you hallucinate. She had full blown shingles, and no, she was just in excruciating.
Isn't shingles just adult chickenpox?
Yeah, but it's like, from what I understand, having like a hot iron poked into you from like.
Cameron, you were probably too young to remember having them because I think you had it at the same time.
Yeah, I really don't remember. I remember having to take a bath.
How many like plumbers like got extra work because of
oatmeal baths?
Putting like oatmeal baths. Like what is that? I mean, that's insane.
I mean, I don't remember having to call them though. So what is it? What are the properties of oatmeal that are so easy to pass down a drain? Should I just be shitting in the tub? Am I led to believe that like it can just handle all sorts of waste?
Do you guys like oatmeal?
I don't. I eat it though because I know it's
interesting that you say that, Mark. When
I eat oatmeal in the morning with like blueberries. And it's not satisfying.
I used to really like oatmeal, like the Quaker Oats, like fruity pack flavors, right? I would mix strawberry banana. I'd make a strawberry banana oatmeal. Here's where it changed. When we were poor and we straight out of high school in the first house, I survived off of oatmeal for like a week, but it was just like the plain Quaker Oats, like big thing of oats. So like I was just eating mush and like gruel for a week, and it got a weird texture thing that now when I eat oatmeal, it kind of makes me.
Cameron was eating porridge.
Yeah,
for
like honestly, I was fucking.
I've always wondered: are we eating porridge? Is porridge closer to grits or
what
oatmeal?
is gruel? What is Oliver Twist gruel? Because I think I was eating gruel.
So you know how you were saying you had name brand Quaker Oats? Gruel is just like Kroger brand or fill in the blank.
Oh, it's malto meal. I think malto meal is gruel, right? That's what I always imagined.
Malto meal was the shit.
You liked it?
It's chocolate flavored. I like malto meal, the chocolate one.
That seems like something you would hate. Not that you have like a delicate palate or anything, but you seem a little pickier on some things like that.
No, he does. He likes. What do you like, Jordan? Edamame?
Umami. I like things with umami. And if you know what that is, tell me.
Go back and listen to the former Urban Herbert episode because I think we figured out what that meant.
I don't think
it
we
means
did. I think
flavor.
I think
it's just a way to say good.
It just means any generic
this has
flavor.
Taste. I think it's like
salt and pepper.
I like this, but it's missing umami. And you're like, oh, what's that? It's like just any flavor. It doesn't have any
and all
flavor. I don't think I was a picky eater, I think, growing up. I don't think I am now.
No, you've definitely opened up. But I feel like malto meal would be something.
What's like I have a big one that I don't like. What's a food you don't like?
To this day still?
Yeah, to this day still.
Specifically, cooked carrots and sweet potatoes. For some reason, it's...
Ooh, I like those.
I don't know why. It's that sweet mush for some reason. It's that same kind of thing that I don't know why. It just really bothers me.
Yeah. Cameron, I'm in your lane. Just standalone peas.
I love peas. I fucking love peas.
Ooh, I like peas.
Buy them like a spoonful of peas. You
butter up some peas, little salt. That's beautiful.
You are a sick.
You like edamame, but you don't like peas.
I'll give you a weird one, right? I'll give you a less trendy one. There's two things that I don't like. One is avocado as a topping. If it's not the main event, it just masks everything.
Time out though. Here's the problem.
I'm fine with guacamole, but avocado once you put it as a topping, you're like, just eat avocado. That's all.
Here's what's not to like. There's no taste. It's just kind of like a creamy, it's just a creaminess.
No, it has a taste.
I know what Jordan's saying. It trumps every other flavor. It's like
exactly.
Once you make a smoothie, what ingredient do you put in there that trumps everything else?
Banana. Once you put a banana and you have a fucking banana
in any smoothie, it's a banana smoothie.
I love banana smoothies.
It doesn't.
And here's my second thing, and this is the biggest one. Once you put truffle oil in anything, why are we having
that's true.
I've
never been a...
It's just fucking truffle oil.
The price by $10.
I understand that you're raising the price by like $5 to $12 on whatever that is.
That's correct.
But it's like, Jesus Christ, do we need truffle oil on this? I don't think we do.
You can have fries, and then you can have truffle fries, and the price difference is like $8.
Yeah, but you know which one tastes better?
The fries.
Salted fries. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know what truffle is. I know truffles are
kind of is some sort of underground thing, but not a legume. What?
I think it's like a mushroom. It's a fungi, I believe.
Why did we decide that curly fries were going to be seasoned better?
What's that? Hold on, Mark asked me something.
Fun guy. Keep going.
My only question is, why did we decide that curly fries are going to be seasoned way better than any other fry? Like, why can't we just put that seasoning on all fries?
Actually, that's a great take. Yeah,
for some reason, curly fries taste just way better. Why don't we just put that seasoning on all fries?
On a straight fry.
Okay, well, this has definitely come up before, but
I believe they are. They're just called Cajun fries then when they're straight.
Oh, that's true, kind of.
They're no longer curly. I think it's beer battered Cajun fries.
Is that the only difference? Jordan,
here's how you know curly fries are better.
Go on. No. I was just going to try to get you to like Wingstop fries, but that's not going to happen. When you have straight salted
potato fries. I will not. Cameron and I disagree. Wingstop fries, come at me. You can put all the salt you want on it, but it's a limp fry.
I think, honest to God,
it's a soggy fry.
I think this is why
I don't like a frosted fry. I like a crisp
They're
fry.
Sweet, too. I think you honestly hate a little bit of the sugar on there, too. It's a sweet fry.
It is a sweet fry. It's a sweeter
We
fry.
looked up the recipe. There's a good amount of sugar in there. It's like literally a sweet fry.
What's he doing? Oh, he's doing the...
It's a limp, floppy fry.
I get
it. I want a rigid, straight fry.
What's your favorite fry?
This has come up before.
In all time?
Have we? Okay, I'm sorry.
But it's some sort of thicker steak fry. Wendy's kind of went there. Burger King kind of went there. Something that's, again, for Jordan, stiffer, thicker, not just like a...
It's not even the thickness; it's the crispness. I need a crisp fry.
Highest ceiling and lowest floor, basement, I guess, is McDonald's.
Yeah, it can either be amazing or just the worst.
It can be the worst fry ever or the best fry ever.
I'm glad you brought this up, though.
That's true.
One of these days, I actually want to try like the old school McDonald's fried in the animal lard and the fat instead of just like the whatever oil we use now. Because everyone says they were the best fries when they were made the old-fashioned way with the lard.
When was that? Were we alive?
Nah, we've never been alive. I don't know, like 70s, 80s. I think it was when the saturated fats and the whole thing changed. With like, the animal lard's like actually worse for you, but it turns out they were full of shit. It turns out those oils were worse, so they took that out. But the animal fat had more flavor, and that's why people used to say McDonald's fries were the best because they were fried in animal fat. I want to try it.
When did they stop doing that? I mean, it's still good. I mean,
I do want to try that.
I forget what
fancy restaurants now have like duck oil fries or animal
that same kind of shit. Good. Yeah, it's just more flavor in there.
When crisp, I think an underrated fry that I quite like is a crinkle fry.
You've said fly every time.
There's absolutely no way I said it every time.
A crinkle fry. When do you where? I mean,
Culver's.
that's White Castle.
Culver's.
Yeah, that's right. I just had Culver's. Waffle fry.
And then
waffle fry is my favorite.
Oh, I love waffle fry. It's all crisp. It's kind of like the the brownie.
Now we're getting like
it's not specialty. It's not specialty. No, it's still
I'm not
fried.
saying that. We're getting into the potato, just more potato category.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
We're getting potato
Harry
wedges.
Potter, potatoes. This is what we do, Mark, okay? This is Urban Hermit.
This is what the Urban Hermit does.
What's interesting about a waffle fry?
If you take out fedoras, what type of hat would you want to wear? What could you pull
Let me go back real quick to waffle fries. Do you know what I've noticed?
hat?
Have you noticed on a waffle fry, you always get a piece with skin on it? There's never just like a
you get like the butt of the bread.
There's never a centerpiece only waffle fry, but I kind of like that.
Have you seen how waffle fries are cut?
I have not.
Isn't it? It's a weird crisscross thing, right?
It's alarming. It is alarming.
It's not how you think it would happen. I do know that.
No.
Lasers.
I suggest listeners and
okay. I've got an either or, and I think there's a comparable. Are you tater tots or
fries?
Fries are off the table. They're kind of in a category there. Tater tots or sweet potato fry. Sweet potato fry. Tots. I think they're comparable.
I told you I have a problem with sweet potatoes. Like I've said it a million times. Sweet potatoes have great dippers, but it's just
hey. Not everybody on the podcast is talking. I'm sweet potato fries. Sweet potato
fries have great dippers. They're always unique and fun flavors.
They do have better
sauces.
Dippers.
It's never ketchup and mustard. They always have like a.
It's more of your mayonnaise based sauce.
Or something random like that. It's like this sweet honey, blah blah blah, this and that. And you're like, oh, that goes great with this.
Jordan, I don't like how quickly you're like, I'm a sweet potato guy. I'm an SP guy.
It's fancier. I see where he's going.
This is a knock for me. If crispy, I don't mind a tater tot, but they remind me too much of school lunches, and it kind of throws me off.
Shitty. Sure. I kind of give that.
So there's a association I don't like.
If I go tater tot, I want them dressed up. I wanted a loaded tot situation.
You want a loaded tot? Got it.
So we can all agree that we're pro like tachos. Or what were the Canadians?
Tachos?
Poutine.
I've actually never.
like tater tot nachos.
Go on. Sorry, I cut you off with my tots.
No. I'm just saying. I feel like the connotation with sweet potato fries is that it's healthier.
I don't think so.
That
maybe
no,
slightly.
I think it is. I really think it is.
No. I'm gonna have to disagree with you here. I do think there is some health factors.
People order the sweet potato fries like it's a healthier.
They're called.
It definitely has more potassium than the potato.
It's called sweet potato. How could it be healthier? Shouldn't it have more sugar?
I don't know. It's oranger in color. I don't know. It's
that's a poison color. That's a poison color.
Now, I think in nature, the more orange it is, the more potassium you have, I believe.
Oh, is that what's happening? So
someone just watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Banana's the only place you get potassium, Jordan. We all know this.
Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves, I believe. It's number 3.
The third one.
You didn't learn anything from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. No, you learned a little bit about ants. I think we all learned a little bit about ants.
Mark learned most of his lessons from Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah, I did.
Toddlers suck.
Is that the second one?
That's number 2. Yeah, that's number 2.
I fucking
saw that in the Manchester Theater.
Speaking of which, for some reason, I've recently wanted to watch Attack of the 50-Foot Woman or some other like 60s sci-fi kind of like driving kind of shit.
I think what you're gonna want to do is The Blob. I think that's all
I did. If you recall from what you watched a while ago, I did watch it, and it's starring Steve McQueen. I watched The Blob. It's on Amazon.
What? Was Steve McQueen?
I'm not sure if it's the Steve McQueen, but it's starring Stephen McQueen. Amazon has a
yeah. My what wasn't about Steve McQueen. It was about the Steve McQueen. So it's like Steve McQueen.
I know it's a Stephen McQueen. Amazon actually has a bunch of like old 60s like sci-fi kind of stuff, and like it's getting fallish again kind of, and I'm feeling that vibe, but I want to watch old like classics like that I've never seen.
Cameron, I knew
the Wolfman's good, and for sure King Kong.
I've never seen either of the originals actually, so
low key I feel like both of you are
it is the Steve McQueen.
It's the Steve McQueen in it.
Yeah,
in the credits it says Stephen McQueen. That's why I was like,
yeah, but you watched the movie, right? In the movie, it was the Steve McQueen.
Kind of at 3 a.m, and I was pretty drunk.
It was like the Steve McQueen.
Yep, sure was.
From Great
Escape. It was definitely Stephen McQueen.
What I was saying was, I feel like both of you are ones to usher in the fall season quicker than it needs to be.
Oh, I don't think I'm as quick as Cameron. Cameron ushers it in July.
I feel like you guys are both like over summer.
It's a me problem. It's definitely me problem. I've been over. I always get over summer in August around my birthday. I just do.
My summer ended when I moved to Iowa.
Yeah, I get that. No, for some reason around August, I always start dipping back into scary movies. And any of the What You Watchins, if you're listening, all my recommendations are just shitty, scary movies.
Mark, are you, and this may be an out-of-date term, are you in Indian summer when it gets warm again? Which I think just means it gets warm in like September, October, which now that's just called October and September.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, global warming and all that. I don't want to get into that, but
you guys, you got two bad news for you. One, I'm slowly closing on a house, but the floodplains in the next 50 years are supposed to definitely wash out everywhere we're living. But here's something kind of shitty. Within the next 30 years, we're in the sun belt that's supposed to get at least 120-degree days once a year in the next 30 years.
I always hate those maps where it's like, the water flow, we're underwater somehow in
50 years, we're underwater. 30 years, we're 120 degrees is what our projections are currently. So
if 50 years, the Midwest is underwater, that means everywhere's underwater.
No, it's like Michigan. It's the Great Lakes. It's just because everything else is rising. Like the center is also getting
50 years, we're chilling.
I said this to Nicole the other week, and she's like, "Oh, we'll be dead." I'm like, if we're lucky, I think we're gonna just be like, I think we're gonna be suffering.
Yeah, we're gonna be hanging on.
I could be 85. I want to be alive in 50 years. I want to be 85
science,
alive.
Man. We're freezing genes now. People aren't aging. You might just be like roughing it, really living through those.
Jordan, your
Cameron,
hospice
people
is gonna
are
be
like
underwater.
people's faces aren't aging, but their interior bodies
sure are. Dude, it's gonna be kind of cool though. In like 20 years, I'm gonna have beachfront property, and it's gonna be 100 degrees every day. And then 10 years after that, it's gonna get real bad. But like, there's gonna be a
lake beachfront property. Let's not.
Jordan, it's still gonna up my property. Okay, that's still gonna be a pretty big bump for me when I'm 10 feet away from
my children's children are gonna be just fine.
They're gonna be just fine.
We'll be living on Mars by then. We'll be fine.
So, now that I am about to have a kid, I haven't kicked into, I've got to worry about my kid's lifespan yet. I'm still pretty immediately worried in the next 30. And
well, as I just told you, it seems like you should.
I'm not yet gotten to the point, and I haven't met it yet.
Once
so
you meet
the
little guy, it's going to be different. But yeah,
it could change. It could change. But right now, immediately in this conversation, I'm worried about the next 30.
I'm pretty sure that's how we got into the situation. Yeah, I think that's what all of our parents have been thinking this whole time. Like, that won't be my problem. Turns out it's gonna be their problem when we're 8. It's like it's pretty much what I just described. When we're 80, we're gonna be like, shit, this is pretty miserable.
Oh, bummer.
It's 120 degrees, like 15 days of the year. Yeah.
Is that one Greta girl fixing it? Has her, Al Gore, or Leo? Has anybody fixed it yet? Or
fallen off?
Did you not see the scientist 2 weeks ago? Like all these leading scientists, like
Cameron, every leading scientist of the last 20 years has been like, it's bad.
And then
like we're fucked. I've heard them. We've all read the articles.
And then 3 weeks ago, they all chained themselves to Chase Bank, saying we're gonna die in 20 years. We're risking our jobs. We need to.
That's what sucks.
Yeah,
about
it's gotten
the
bad.
Movie, Don't Look Up is like. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
You know what's sneaky though? A thing I like is movies with fictional artists but have catchy songs. I'm talking Get Him to the Greek.
Ariana Grande
Elvis
having her Don't Look Up song.
That song's catchy as hell.
Although Get Him to the Greek, as far as
that's how you stop worrying about global warming. We're over the subject. I'm like, you heard the Ariana Grande
that thing
song?
You do,
Tom Hanks.
That Thing You Do and Get Him to the Greek might be the best fake bands in existence. And I know this has come up before, but I just got to say it again.
They're great. I really do. I mean, All the Snow is like, generic good rock. Like, kind of glam rock. It's good. I
you know what? Believe it or not. Sorry, go on.
What's the one in that one? The beans and the bangers and mash.
Oh yeah, that's I mean that's All the Snow. That's Get Him to the Greek. Bangers and mash. Thanks for listening to the Urban Hermit podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you like and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms. If you want to hear more content, hit up everything on the Majestic Jam Network, Urban Hermit for banter, Cult Classics for movies, and I'm Not Crazy for true crime and conspiracy. We'll check you on the next one.